GNAR reveal, GNAR reveal, GNAR reveal, GNAR reveal. I mean, this one's gotta be hype, right? This is the one that they're pushing UDYR with. So I'm really excited to see what this is about. I didn't realize GNAR was this cute. When I saw the trailer, it was just like this massive beast. But 4 mana Yordle, Freljord Bandle. I mean, we expected all this. I don't know about the 4 mana, but GNAR, quick attack, strike, create a pokey stick in hand. If you have one, reduce its cost by 1. That's already. This seems ridiculous. It's sort of like Zoe, right? Although it's at 4 mana, this kind of effect is a lot less impactful. But having the pokey stick that synergizes so well with all the transform stuff, that's kind of interesting, right? And level up round end, you've damaged the enemy next to this round. Like, this is so easy to trigger. Oh my god, this is insane. Because you're in Freljord, you have so many ways to protect this, and if the level up is something insane, then GNAR is looking kind of pog. Yeah? Wait, it's a 4-3? Why is it a 4-3? What? Oh, because the, What? Wait. No, huh? Is it a 4-3 or a 3-3? Let's go. I don't know. Why didn't you go face? Oh, did you already? Oh, because the... Why did it stun something? Wait. There's so much going on. Wait. A quick attack overwhelm when granted vulnerable. When I level up, grant the strongest enemy vulnerable round. And if I've seen you start the round. Wait, what? If I've seen you start the round with the attack token, transform me back into GNAR. Round end, if I've seen you start the round with the attack token. Okay, I see. Okay. So okay, so you basically get one attack with level GNAR, right? Which is really cool. This like transform back and forth is so interesting because it does synergize with one of the cards that I will go through later. Granting vulnerable, quick attack, overwhelm. Like, this is just such a strong board control kind of card, right? So it seems that GNAR was a 4-3 and that it was just like a misprint or whatever. So GNAR is a 4 mana 4-3, and then when it's leveled. But when it dies, okay, so when it dies, I assume you play GNAR as this form. Like, if Mega GNAR dies and you play out a second GNAR, is it a Mega GNAR? It's kind of interesting. But this is only when I level up, so the value is only there. But this also just doesn't generate a pokey stick, right? It's so interesting. What an interesting mechanic. Yeah, and then now you get a strike, and then now it transforms back. Yeah, so this is the obvious synergy, right? With this card. It's a 5-4. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's an 8-7. What else? What else? Come on, show me more. Show me more. What is that card? Deal 1 stun? What? Oh. That's kind of sick. What is this card? GNAR's Wallop. Deal 1 to enemy and stun it. 3 mana fast. Interesting. Primal Strength. 4 mana burst grant. Grant ally +2/+2 and impact. Interesting. Wait, what's actual Minity? Oh my god. What is this? Oh my god, this expansion is so flavorful. We have mini Minity. Now we have Minity. Round end. If you've damaged the enemy nexus, transforming to Mega T. This is so good. Mega T round start, transform this. What? What? Oh my god. It can't block? What? Huh? Wait. This card is bonkers. Excuse me? Oh my god. Okay, we've seen this, we've seen these. What the hell is this Mega T card? Oh, this is so good. Oh, I love this card so much. It's so hilarious. Oh my god, this is so funny. Alright. Let's do they have the graphic? You have the graphic with all the cards? This is so funny. The flavor on these cards is so insane. Alright. So what is like meh? Right? Like it's like concussive palm, essentially. Like body. So it's basically more like a Steel Tempest, although you can use it offensively as well. When Gnar has Overwhelm, you could push extra damage with it. It's kind of cute. This is good as a Gnar spell, probably not good enough to actually play it. But again, the thing with Bandle City cards being a spell and being less than 3 mana is that this is a really good pull off of a Conchologist. And that's really what you always get out of it. So like this is just another good card to add into Conchologist pool, which is already insane. So definitely a good buff overall. Like with this sort of Gnar deck, you definitely want Conchologist as well, just to generate you extra pings to damage the Nexus. So Conchologist stonks. We're going up still. Minity's fucking hilarious. This round start transform effect is so funny. It's sort of like Minotaur Reckoner, right? Except it's 1 extra mana. Gains +2/+2. Like, there's no way to realistically kill this when it comes down, apart from like a Vengeance or like a Ruination of sorts. And so let's say you're playing like, I don't know, Lee Sin, and this comes down and you can't silence it, and then it like automatically mini morphs your Lee Sin at speed. Like, this will go through spell shields as well, because there's no, like, actual ability. Kind of crazy, honestly. Like, if they're pushing all this, like, UDYR, sort of, like, big, beefy mid-range decks, like, this card looks kind of nuts. The only, like, saving grace is you can't randomly generate this off of, like, May or something like that. You can get off of, like, Telescope, but whether or not it'll be main decked is up to the meta, right? This is definitely like an anti-meta pick against, like, very specific decks. But the flavor of this card is hilarious. I love it so much. Primal Strength. Grant ally +2/+2 and impact. This one seems meh. I'm not sure. Like, permanent sharp sight plus impact, but doesn't block elusives. I think this is just too expensive. If this was like Gnar spell, I think that's a different story, but I think this one just slightly expensive to be played. And then Gnar itself. I think Gnar is nuts. Like, this is crazy. Like, not only is it in Freljord where it has like the best protection spells, if you choose to play like Gnar UDYR, which you might, but this ability is so synergistic with what it wants to do, right? The only issue is that POKEY costs 2 mana, and that's a 6 mana play. So like overall it's like kind of expensive, but this general idea of like generating you value, especially like it's a ping plus a draw card, it's so crazy, right? And this is really unique. I love the transforming back and forth kind of mechanic. And when it transforms, it just gives you an extra bit of tempo, right? You get to freely kill basically the strongest enemy on your next attack turn with Gnar. And like 4 mana 6/5, like how do you remove this guy? It's so insane. I think Gnar is really powerful. And now I just want to review UDYR, because like this is obviously where the synergy comes in, right? So I guess we just go over the UDYR one. Let's watch UDYR. I think this is my first time watching this as well. I haven't really looked into it. Come on, UDYR. 5 mana 4/4 when I'm summoned or strike, create this stance swap in hand. If you have one, reduce it to 0. You've damaged the enemy next to 7+ times this game. It's like definitely like this isn't each round, right? So it's not like Sejuani. So like a mechanic like impact, especially from Bandle City, is just gonna help turbo level UDYR, right? So it's kind of nuts. So like the obvious like synergies with Bandle City here.
Shows them where their spells can help.
For me, the spirit dance. We follow the old ways.
So look in the stance swaps, Bear Stance, Grant. Oh my god. So it's just the overall buff. You would even play this for 3 mana. That's how insane some of these cards are. Like this is Zenith Blade. These are kind of crazy. Like this is Ice Shard, except slow. Like this is like Moonglow, sort of, but potentially has better upsides. This is Zenith Blade, and then this is definitely worth 3 mana. Like all these cards are worth 3 mana, which is kind of insane part, right? You think about a card like the Claw of the Dragon that gives you I think it's 3 mana, or it might be 2 mana, but the +2. And these are 3 mana and can be reduced to 0. This is kind of crazy. I think all these stances straight up are just super powerful on their own. Like even playing these, ideally you play them for 0, of course. But even if you play them for 3, that's still kind of good value. That's how crazy these cards are. I think this is kind of nuts. And the animations, of course, look absolutely insane.
Could have fought by my side.
Oathbreaker, you should have fought beside Sejuani's.
Yep.
Ironborn!
Like, this is kind of nuts, right? You just block with UDYR at some point, and then UDYR's Spirit Unleashed, grant your allies +1/+1, and deal 1 at everything. This is like meh, right? The grant for this, it's just like a nice spell you can play if you have extra mana. This is good for UDYR's champion spell, which I like the direction, right? Their champion spells are all very useful in what their champs want to be doing. So this being able to ping Nexus as well as the board is just not bad at all. The animations, though. That's Sky's Ascend level of animation. And Sky's Ascend deals 15 to everything. This deals 1 to everything. It already has that animation of that level, right?
The spirits gather!
It's kind of alright. When I'm summoned, stance swap, yep, same thing. I have +1/+1 for each stance you've cast this game. So this scales. This is like Gnosis, right? Like, this is gonna scale. Oh, and he has regen.
Inside, Shaman. Unleash it.
I'm so hyped for this UDYR guy. He's kind of good, huh?
Stand and fight.
And then Sejuani UDYR, oh my god. And this scales. I believe this scales. Yeah. Oh, that's so bonkers. It's actually kind of crazy. UDYR's kind of sick.
The gods have spoken.
Alright, we'll just look at these cards, and I believe these are all that are released for this kind of package. Shaman's Call, 6 mana burst. This one's kind of interesting. Just because I think that the stance swaps are worth their cost of 3, this might actually be playable. And this obviously has synergy outside of other things. So like you play this with like any spell sort of heavy things. So even like, locks maybe, who knows. This card's like not bad. Especially because I think the stance swaps are actually worth their weight. UDYR itself is pretty cool. The ability, again, like the ability to just generate value, especially on summon, is so crazy. Like, imagine you're attacking into UDYR, and then he chump blocks, and then gets a stance swap, and then just gives himself regeneration. It's kind of crazy. And for the same reason why I think that the stance swaps are actually worth their weight, this Vulpine Wanderer is like kind of nuts, right? Although I think this stance swap is random. There's nothing that tells me that it manifests a stance swap, so you don't get to like choose. Well, I'm not sure. UDYR does the same thing, right? It's create. Wait. How does this work? Let me just go back.
Fatal shows them where their spells can help.
Okay. Alright, yeah, so they're random, which makes it slightly worse because you just obviously don't get to choose what you want. Nothing in here. Really? You don't get to choose? Okay, that's kind of bizarre. I swear you gotta choose somewhere, no? Wait. Oh, the stand swap lets you choose which one. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. But yeah, then I think this card is insane. This is like Conchologist level of insane. Because I just think that the spell is so impactful. And then obviously everything here is just super synergistic. The Bone Scryer, really good. Um, it's having 0 attack is definitely gonna be an issue, but just being able to trigger like this ability like twice is pretty good, especially in leveling UDYR. Toss Speaker, pretty good overall. Like 2 mana 3/2 overwhelm with an upside. This is technically an upside. I will count this as an upside because it's synergized with UDYR. These are where things get a little bit more expensive. I think there's probably gonna be better 6 mana cards you want to play, or at least like more expensive cards you want to play. But overall, this is kind of worth it, right? Like the stand swap costs 3, and so this is like a 3 mana 5/5 technically. Like you would give this +2 an overwhelm, so this is like an alpha wild claw, right? Technically speaking, it's like a flexible alpha wild claw with an upside. It's kind of interesting. It's not bad. This card is funny. I don't know how much more I can say about that, but this card is just funny. This card is really funny actually. I don't know if it's good or bad, but this card is great. Overall, the UDYR and GNAR definitely seem very, very powerful. It's definitely the combo that I'm definitely most interested in. I think most, if not all, these cards are definitely playable. And I think that they'll have a lot of like flexibility. I think obviously UDYR and GNAR is going to be the way to go, or at least the way that they're pushing it because there's so much synergy. But there's a lot of other things that do want to like be consistently damaging the Nexus, to having these pings, things like that. Like Gangplank, Sejuani, things like that. So it could be like UDYR Gangplank, it could be like GNAR Gangplank, it could be like UDYR Sej, could it be like GNAR Sej? So many interesting kind of things you could consider with that, which I think is really cool. So these cards are definitely on my A tier list. Super excited to get to play these. So really hyped about this reveal. So I hope you guys are hyped too. And I'll be getting the other reveal videos out of the way too. But these cards look kind of crazy. So very excited to play around with them later. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. And I hope you guys enjoy this one.